So friends, welcome once again to my channel, and today we will do this program which was asked in a PG GARODIA school first prelim in computer application paper. So write a Java program to accept a sentence as an input from the user and print the frequency of the vowels occurring in each of the sentence. So example is given: failures are the pillars of success, and the output is number of vowels present. In failures there are four, which is A, I, UE. In R there are two. In THE there is one. In pillar there is two. In of there is one, and success there is two. So that kind of output we have to give with this sentence. So let's start this. So I think the input output is clear. There is uh, no doubt in there. It's I mean, what we have to do is kind of straightforward. So let's just jump into programming. I'll close this new class. What should we call this one? Frequency of vowels. So let's call this frequency or vowels. Let's call this vowels. And we'll then open editor. Everything will just simply delete. In description, we'll just copy whatever we have from here, right? And we'll do a little bit of editing to this. All right. All right. That's better. All right. So accept a sentence, right? So basically we will need output. Write a Java program. They haven't Java function, they have written Java program. So java.util.start, so that we will have scanner or something. Right. So before starting, let's see what will be the algorithm for that. So what we have to do, right? We have given this sentence, right? Failures are the pillars of success. So we'll loop through this sentence once, right? And what we'll do that when we are looping through once, when we are at one particular, we'll check basically where are the spaces, right? And if the spaces, then clearly it's a word. And at the same time, we'll also have the number of vowels that we have find out in between two spaces. That means between two spaces is a word, right? So we'll find out. We'll also keep track of what are the number of vowels we have. So it will go something like this. So let's say, okay, anyway, I am writing rough, so that's fine. So let's say this is input, right? This is the input string that we have. So we'll first obviously take input.length, right? So what we'll do is that we'll put a loop for I equal to 1 to then, right? Now see, every time we are doing any loop, right, the way think about the loop, right, what are we going to do in between the loops, right? So in between the loops here, what we are going to do is that we are going to first figure out whether the current letter, right, is vowel or not. So that could simply be done as so let's say we have this char, current char ch is equal to input dot char at I, right? So now we have this char. We can use that char for doing anything. So simply we'll have this if ch equal to yeah, let's just assume small things and not over complicate this. Ch is equal to a, ch equal to e, etc, right? And if what are we going to do if we are getting this character? We'll simply increase some variable which is let's say number of vowels, right? Simple number of vowels plus, right? The moment we will find anything, we'll just increase the number of vowels. Now what we'll have to do is Fine, we have found the number of vowels, but somewhere, right, we have to stop when we got a space, right? So maybe before this, what we'll have to do, if, right, uh, if ch dot, there is something called as if white space, we can use that, right? Is there any is white space? If is white space, okay, so if is white space ch, right? So if there is white space, that means we know that the word has ended. So now we'll have to print out the word, but now how will you print out the word? We know that, uh, right, it is this index, so we have to use substring, and we know that it is whatever is the from the previous space, right, to this space, right? So what we'll do is that is white space ch, that means we'll have to get this string, which is string uh, str equal to, or we say process string, right, because we have already processed that. So process word, oh, string word, let's just simply use the word, which is equal to, we know that that is input, right, input dot previous index, right, previous index, input dot substring from previous index to I, right, because we know that I is somewhere, the word as index. What is previous index? What we'll do is that we'll change the previous index. So now we'll say that previous index, right, and initially previous index will be 0, previous index equal to I, right? So now we have changed the previous index. So that way now we got the word, right, we got this word. This string word should be before here, that should be inside the I, right? Otherwise the scope will be limited to this, right? So anything in the bracket that you have initiated, the scope will be here and it won't be available outside. So that's something about the locus, you must have known that. So we'll have that string word, right, and then we'll do that word equal to input, right, this thing. Now here what we'll have to do is that previous index is equal to I, and now we have to print system dot out dot print ln, right, print ln word, right, what we have to do, word. So we'll use word plus, there is hyphen in between, right, so hyphen and plus. Now this is what we have, number of vowels, so we'll put number of vowels. Okay, so that's it. Now we know that this is not white space, and in fact after that what we can do is we can continue, right, because we know that white space is done, our job is done for this one, and then we'll go to the next sentence. If ch equal to or ch, number of vowels is equal to plus plus, and that's it. I think there is nothing more to be done here now, and that will be for I loop. That is what this the entire loop will do. What else can we do here? What else could be the problem? So we got ch. Yeah, of course. The first thing that we'll have to do is we'll have to initiate previous index to 1, right? Previous index to 0. The other thing is, if at the end, right, we'll have to also do for the last one. So, but this will end at the length. So that won't get printed, right? So that means somewhere after this also, we'll have to print something. Right. So this same thing, right? We'll have to do something like this at the end after the loop, because see, the loop will end at the loop will simply end here, right? So for example, you have done pillars off. Now after off, the loop will run for this, but here it will simply end, and these things will not done, right? Because you haven't given even any chance for this to be here. So we'll have to simply do this thing at the end. Word is equal to previous index, and then system dot out dot number of words. I think that should work. So basically what we are doing, right, we are we are just doing in a single loop, right? There is no need for two loops here. In a single loop itself, what you can do is you can separate the words, right? So if there is space, we know that we have found out the end of the word. Okay, so we are taking that if is white space ch, so we are taking that word from whatever is the previous index. So previous index is the previous index of the space. So let's say we are processing this r word, right? So previous index will be this, right? And now you are processing a r e. Now you will be here, right? So somewhere while in this for loop, imagine you will be here, so you are here, and now that means this is the I and this is the previous index. So you will get all the letters between this and this. Maybe I think this previous index will be, no, I is correct, because no, that's not I to let, 0 to let. Yeah, I think this previous index must be I plus 1, because the way substring works, right, it will take from this to this, right? Except the first one. So maybe previous index is minus 1, because previous index is over I plus 1. Yeah, let me just think this for 2 minutes. Previous index is current index. Previous index is this. So it will be from this index to this. So we have to do minus 1. But the first time it will go to I plus 1. Right. I think this is fine. Is there any problem with sir? I mean, I am now thinking about the some kind of extreme cases. So extreme cases is if there is only one word, what will happen? If there is only one word, it will never go into this is white space, but it will definitely go to number of vowels. It will find out number of vowels, and in that case, there will be some problem, because now previous index is minus 1 and minus 1 to I. That could be a problem. So how will you resolve that? Or do we want to resolve it? So what, or maybe what we can do, right? Simply that, can we do that? I mean, we can keep the number track for the word, but I think that will be too much of hassle, right? Let me think, right? At this stage, we want it to be 0, definitely. We don't want it to be 1. But here, we want it to be here. So, I plus 1, which is next. Right, I think it's better to be done here. If previous index is what? Previous index equal to minus 1. Then simply change the previous index. Right? Previous index is equal to 0. We'll just do that. Yeah, let's see that. Let's just start writing the program. So public class, there is no function or nothing needed. We can simply start with void. Void main. Right. So they have asked us to input from the user, right? So yeah, we have to do all these things. System.out.println. This will be enter the sentence, right? Like this, and then string input equal to sc dot, oh, scanner, we totally forgot about it, right? Scanner sc is equal to new scanner system dot right? String input is equal to sc dot next line, right? For string you use next line. Now once that is done, int length equal to input dot length. Here we'll also do all these things. So we know that we'll need one character ch for this thing. We'll also need a string which is word, and we also need previous index, right? So int previous index equal to minus 1, right? We'll initialize it to minus 1. That's it. Yeah, that's fine. So now we'll do for int. Yeah, I think we should initialize here only I, because what is happening is we may have to use I at the end. So that's what. For I equal to 0, I less than, then plus plus. Right, CH is equal to, we'll just have to, CH is equal to input characters. Now, if is white space CH, we'll just simply copy this from here. Control X. If is white space CH, word is already there. This is not, we still need things to do. If is white space CH, there is a bracket missing. Word is equal to input dot substring previous index. Oh, previous index plus 1 we forgot, right? Where did we do previous index plus 1? Oh, here we have done, right? Oh, we have to do it before. We have to do it before. Previous index I plus 1, so that it will be proper. System.out.println and word plus number of rows, right? We'll continue that. Now, what we have to do is we have to check this. Okay, here there is problem. We haven't completed this yet, so we'll just complete that. If CH is equal to A or CH equal to E or CH equal to I or CH equal to O or CH equal to U, right? Then we'll see number of vowels plus plus. That's it. Let's know all these things. And then after the loop, right? After the loop, this thing if previous index equal to -1, then previous index 0. Word is equal to input or substring previous index system.out, which is has to be at the end of the, and then semicolon. Yeah. What is happening? Oh, we need two, right? One for wide main and one for class, right? Right. So, okay. Is white space. What happened to is white space? Java.io. Oh, I didn't know. Java.io.string for white space. Previous index was the spelling mistake. Previous index, number of vowels is a spelling mistake, or we didn't declare it, so we just put number of vowels. Initially, let's put it to 0. Oh, we'll also have to do one thing, right? We'll have to put here number of vowels equal to 0. Number of vowels equal to 0, right? I mean, new sentence should start with new. So, sorry, not here. Once we have printed, right, then number of vowels equal to 0. Here we'll have to do number of vowels equal to 0. So, each sentence should start with a new. Oh, is white space. What is this? Oh, maybe W is small. S is small? Nope. Number of vowels, okay, that we can take care of. Previous index, that spelling mistake, that we can take care of. Number of vowels equal to 0 is white space H. Just give me some time. Okay, so the way you have to use this is character, which is a class dot is white space. Okay, so that's the way you have to use it. So all these till not. You need java.lang.star. Java.lang.star to use this character dot is white space. CH. Okay, so to use this white space, we need java.lang.star, and also it has to be used something like character dot is white space where s is small. So that's the syntax for using all the characters functions. Character dot is white space ch. Previous index equal to I plus 1. So we are increasing previous index by 1. What is your input dot substring previous index? Um, no, I think there is better thing to be done. Let's remove all these things. Previous index. Why didn't I think of that way? Uh, so previous index will keep it 0, and now here after this we have to change previous index, right? Where did we change it? Oh, we have to change previous index. So simply previous index is equal to I plus 1. That's it. To keep that. Previous index is I plus 1. That is the next. And I think this should work. Number of, let's check again. Characters is inverse, so there is no errors. At least everything is done. Let me just okay, indent properly. Right, so therefore this is scanner viewer. Enter the sentence sc.next line sc.ch word. So ch. So we are taking first sentence. If it is white space, right? What we are doing is we are taking the word which is from the previous index, the current index. We are putting the word and number of vowels. So that's fine. Number of vowels we are reducing to 0. Previous index we are increasing to I plus 1. And then we are continuing because we know we have done with this. We are not going to find any ch or n. So there is no need, because anyway you are not going to do any of this. A is equal to a or those kind of things. So continue may not be necessary here, but let it be there. So that for a clarity that the program, the loop actually ends here if we have white space. Now, if it is not white space, so what we'll do, we'll check if ch is equal to a, ch is equal to or something, and number of vowels will be incremented. And again, when the moment you get is 0, you get white space, it will be changed to 0. At the end, what we'll do, oh, so now this is not related, previous index and those kind of things. Previous index is already changed properly. So simply 1 is equal to input dot string previous index I, word number of words, and this basically will need simply because at the end, right, when we are at the end of things, everything will be done and we'll simply come out of it without printing the last word. So let's just check if this works. Compile. Yeah, compilation is fine. We'll new vowels. We'll run this. We'll run this while main is asking enter the sentence. Okay, so this is left from the previous program, so I'll cancel this. I'll just yeah, clear. All right, I'll do void main. Yeah, enter the sentence, and now I'll enter whatever was there. What was that? Cloud computing something. No, this one, right? Failures or success. Control C, Control B, and hopefully we'll get this output. Failures are the pillars of success. Failures for R2, the one, pillars 2, of 1, success 2. So that's right, right? That's what is expected, isn't it? Failures for R2, failures for R2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Number of vowels, we forget number of vowels. So I think that's fine. We'll somewhere here we have to system.out. print ln number of vowels present. Number of vowels. Okay, so yeah, so the program is ready. I mean, this works fine, and I think if you write this program, then you will get the marks. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for if you are here. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope this video will be useful to you. And we'll meet again. Thank you. Size. So let's see the program in the increase size. So import java.util from java.lang. So util is for scanner, lang is for the white space function, public class vowels. So now this is the main. So there is no need in this program for anything else, any function or something. So we can directly start with main scanner. We have used scanner to get the next line. Before that, we have put enter the sentence. We are getting the input. We are getting the length of that input. Then all this is up to here is the declarations. Yeah, and this is the line which we have to print, number of vowels present as per the program. Now we are looping on the sentence. We'll get the ch into the current character we get into the variable ch. We are checking if it is a white space. If it is a space, then what we are doing is that we are extracting out the word from the string input from the previous index to the current index, which is a space, and we are simply putting word is equal to number of vowels the way it is needed to be printed. Number of vowels we are initializing again to 0. Previous index we are changing to I plus 1. So now this becomes the previous index for the next time we find the space. There is no need for continue, but this simply means that we are done with this loop. Once we find out the character space, we don't need to go here. But if this is not white space, then it will go here and it simply see if there is any of the vowels, and it will simply increase the number of vowels. So after printing this, there is one more thing needed at the end of the loop, because the last word will be left, right? When you do the loop, this last word will be left, because by the time you do that, it will be by the time you are at the last space, right, before hitting this one, it will simply come out of the loop. So you need to this for processing the last word. So for that, you will just simply do input dot, I mean whatever these two things, word and system.out.println, you will simply copy paste it. So yeah, that's it.